In this video, we'll show you how to optimally set up and use the AirSep. The AirSep is a separator device that is especially effective at separating stones and heavy clods from the harvested crop. The way it works is simple. The potatoes are transferred from the second sieving belt onto the AirSep. Due to the airflow, the potatoes remain on top, while stones and heavy clods, because of their higher density, slide down the inclined vibrating grate onto the discharge conveyor. Important before adjusting the AirSep, no loose soil should be transferred into the AirSep, as this would negatively affect the separation result. To adjust the AirSep, first set it to its basic setting. Please begin by setting the blower speed to 2000 revolutions per minute exactly, then adjust the vibrating grate angle to an angle of 32 degrees, and finally set the vibrating grate frequency to a level of 70%. When you are adjusting the AirSep system, two different cases are distinguished. First, when stones are seen on the picking table, and second, when potatoes are found on the admixture conveyor. First case, there are stones on the picking table and no potatoes on the admixture conveyor. In this case, you should first begin by lowering the blower speed until potatoes appear on the admixture conveyor, imbes. Then, increase the blower speed by about 50 revolutions per minute. Now adjust the vibrating grate angle. Gradually increase the angle of the vibrating grate until potatoes appear on the admixture conveyor or there are no more stones on the picking table. Then increase the blower speed by about 25 revolutions. Repeat the previously mentioned steps if there are stones on the picking table in order to properly adjust the separator. Second case, there are no stones on the picking table, but there are potatoes on the admixture conveyor. In this case, gradually make the vibrating grate angle flatter until stones appear on the picking table. Then increase the angle of the vibrating grate by 2 degrees. If you still see potatoes on the admixture conveyor, you should gradually increase the fan speed until no more potatoes arrive on the admixture conveyor or stones appear on the picking table. Repeat the previously mentioned steps if there are potatoes on the admixture conveyor in order to properly adjust the separator. For fine-tuning, adjust the vibrating grate speed. If there are still potatoes on the admixture conveyor, reduce the speed in 5% increments. The minimum speed is 40%. If there are no potatoes on the admixture conveyor, but stones on the picking table, increase the speed of the vibrating grate. Repeat the previously mentioned steps until the vibrating grate is optimally adjusted. Once the AirSep is correctly calibrated to your specific conditions, you can now decrease the energy consumption of the AirSep system. The blower speed should be maintained at the lowest possible operational level, since the drive power of the blower increases exponentially relative to its speed. First, begin by gradually adjusting the vibrating grate to a more horizontal and flatter orientation, until the stones start to reach the picking table. Then, slowly decrease the speed of the fan until you see that the potatoes are lying on the mixing belt. Increase the blower speed again by about 25 to 50 revolutions. Repeat these steps until the separation result is still sufficient and the blower speed is as low as possible. With this step-by-step guide, you can adjust your AirSep precisely to your conditions and sort out all the stones directly during the harvest. Wishing you much success with your season.